Hello peoples, I, Crazy Crash King with Ekilos.
Kilos,
Yes, and this is the next part of Rayman 2.
and we shall
We
be
are
doing Fairy Glade in this part.
our first actual level of the game.
I love the way you pronounce actual. The first actual
Level of this actual game in this actual place.
random bird.
Whee! Because we needed that shot.
I would have laughed so much more if the bird had just hit the wall.
Yeah, bomb.
So we are once again collecting lums. Do you wish to actually explain what lums are this time?
Right, see, the lums in this world are pretty much like the heart of this world, I guess. They've been scattered in, because the pirates have shattered them into 800 individual lums. Yellow, red, I think it's just the yellow ones mainly, but I've noticed something, in the Dreamcast version and 64 version, there are 1,000 lums, and in this there are 800. Whoa.
There are actually 1,000 in the PS2 version as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one as well, but you told me it was pretty lame.
Basically the lums...
Cages!
Yeah, the lums are basically the general item you collect throughout levels. There are 800 in total and they're scattered between levels, like you'll have... In this level I believe it's 60.
I think it does say 60. I'll show
And
you.
your overall count of lums adds up as you play throughout the game. You need to get certain amounts in order to actually continue.
I sort of kind of like that, but it kind of keeps you in a level for a while, collecting stuff, but I guess maybe it might annoy people if they don't like backtracking or something.
Well, most of them are directly in your path, so they're pretty hard to miss.
Unless you're stupid and blind.
Like you.
No, I'm just partly visually impaired.
Yep.
Right, and then I'm waiting here because I actually got interrupted.
Yeah, that was our first green lum of the game. They basically serve as checkpoints.
Checkpoints!
Checkpoints!
And you get lums of all colours, by the way. Well, almost all. Just basically the regular. Red is your health. It doesn't upgrade your health, it gives you back your health. Yellow is collectibles, green is checkpoint, and we'll see blue in a minute. And for some reason, flicking this switch, all the oil in the water now suddenly disappears.
Magic!
Does it float away or something? Like, you know, go away? I don't know.
Just doesn't make sense.
This beer's...
But if you're really trying to apply logic to this at this point, I mean...
You're the one who tried to earlier. Off parts.
Do you want to explain the swimming mechanics?
I kind of hate swimming where the buttons are a different command, because up swims you down and down swims you up. But
Controls
holding...
are basically inverted.
Yeah, that's the word, inverted. But holding X allows you to swim, you know, just a little kicking in as well. But you can also attack underwater, which is handy.
And blue lums basically serve to replenish your oxygen.
Yes!
If you
Now...
run out of oxygen, you die.
Now for some climbing. Also, like, it also gives you a better indication, but of when you're about to drown. But it looks like it kind of tells you when you're about to drown too early, because Rayman's face will change an expression when he's losing air, and the meter will beep.
On another note, this is like the second of the 6 cages this level we've broken, and we haven't actually explained what the cages are.
Rayman's friends are trapped. Some of them are ducks. No, I'm literally serious. They sound like ducks, and these are fairies. Freeing Rayman's captive friends, or any citizens, or whatnot, if you want to call them, they give you more health as well.
They actually expand your total amount of health.
Yeah, so that is pretty good, and you might want to go around and find some friends if, like, you haven't got enough for any of the certain levels you get stuck on, but you know, you'll see them when you do.
There are a handful of cages per level, generally between 4 and 8.
It might be necessary to, like, get them all.
It isn't actually necessary, but I think it generally helps because of the final boss.
Oh yeah.
Other than that, they aren't actually that useful, because this is a relatively easy game.
They all give you 1 piece expanded health each.
Piece expanded health.
Yeah, you get the idea. If you saw back there. And now...
You haven't actually really explained how the climbing works. Granted, it's rather
Jump on it
simplistic.
and go left and right, and you can climb. You can jump off it, and that's it.
Actually brings me to one of the slightly more interesting... Oh, first pirate encounter, actually.
Yes, and he's a green pirate, and I think these are like the very few green pirates you actually see. Oh, I
Green
do
pirates
like.
actually fire bombs, don't they?
Yeah, they're ranged, whatever. They're more of the cannonmans or something. I don't know, bombers. That's it. I'm trying to think of the word.
The pirates basically play the role of your main enemy throughout the game and come in an assortment of colours because in this generation of video games, everything was colour-coded.
Actually, main enemies, villains. Sorry, henchmen. That's it.
Well, they are effectively the main enemy because you encounter them more often.
And I remember another game called Rayman Arena or Rayman M. They are a playable character. And
While we're on that subject, the reason that Rayman Arena was actually changed from Rayman M to Rayman Arena was because originally parents thought that the M meant mature. Yep,
seriously,
Rayman, very mature. Blood
Yep.
and guts, Rayman!
what more mature do you need than like a
But
sort
in
of
actual fact though, the M actually standard for multiplayer.
a giant, a big nosed whatever he is with no limbs.
Yep, this looks like a real mature game.
And what I'm doing now, if you hold like L2 or R2, you can like sort of do like a tiptoe, or just do regular walking. But
Although I never found a tiptoe actually useful because the pirates are so easily killed anyway.
it can basically get you around sleeping ones, which I don't know why you would want to get. I like find
Why
that
do pirates sleep to begin with? I mean, they're robots.
they're off. Yeah, and they're off like duty as well. They're like, well, not off duty, but they're slacking off. Listen, here's the ducks. It does like a quack, like, it's so weird. And it's jumping for joy. And he disappeared.
Speaking of which, since we haven't actually explained it, the way the fighting with pirates and other enemies generally occurs is that you lock onto them and then strafe around them while throwing the Rayman's energy fist mobs at them.
That's R2. You hold R2 while facing them and you'll be able to drift back and forth or something, or strafe if you want to call it that.
And here we have a very odd trampoline.
It's rope.
Yeah, but it makes very little sense how Rayman can bounce off it. Surely he'd fall through the gaps and die.
Exactly, yeah. This is Rayman, only he can defy logic.
Something we missed a little earlier was a slightly larger yellow lum with a face. Those are basically worth 3 lums.
I'm sure it's 5.
But it's 3 or 5, but we'll find out if we see another.
Yes. Unless you bother to count. Hell, we're just discuss.
On that note, pirates, after you hit them, will temporarily go transparent. While they're transparent, they're immune to damage.
Same with Rayman, really, if he gets hit, or most characters in games.
Because transparency makes you immune to pain.
Makes you immune to hay?
I said pain.
If it said hay.
It makes you immune to hay. All your allergies will go away.
Lol 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 lol. Lasers. I love this music. It's like really sneaking around music. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'm not sure how you came to that conclusion, but whatever.
I don't know, it just feels that way.
Checkpoint.
Wait, I can make this jump, I swear. I made it once. No.
On another note, this is the next bit where we will find another big yellow lum, so we can determine it then.
And our female protagonist, I guess? Not
Well,
really.
like,
Not really love interest as well, like most games.
secondary protagonist, I suppose.
There she is.
Is a yoga master.
Lee the fairy, and we'll discuss her when we actually see
Extremely
it.
tight clothing.
Yes. Yes, Thomas.
Just I like the pause before, yeah.
Shut up.
Anyway, we are pretty much at the end of this part.
It's a duck! Now what, listen, look at this. Grab the power kick and place yourself in front of it.
Yeah. Place yourself in front of the explosive object.
It's not really explosive.
Well, it is. That's
Right,
what power keg is.
We'll talk about this in the next part because
Yeah,
I
we're at the
basically
end of
end
this
it with a bang.
Ha ha. Bad pun. Well, we shall see you all in the next part, folks.
Ow.